I will explain with example. 8 pieces of advice for people suffering from insomnia. The first piece of advice is to maintain a regular sleep routine. Try to go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time. For example, get into the habit of going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up at 6 a.m. Try to wake up at the same time on the weekends as well. The second piece of advice is to create a comfortable sleeping environment. Keep your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. For example, use thick curtains to block out light, and play a white noise machine or quiet music to block out outside noise. A third tip is to engage in relaxing activities before bed. Try taking a warm bath or stretching before bed. For example, I do yoga for 10 minutes every night before I go to bed. It really helps me relax. The fourth piece of advice is to reduce your use of electronic devices. Avoid using your smartphone, computer, or TV for an hour before bed. For example, I leave my smartphone outside the bedroom before I go to bed and read a book instead. I find it much easier to fall asleep. The fifth piece of advice is to avoid caffeine and nicotine. Avoid coffee, tea, chocolate, cha late in the afternoon. For example, I don't drink coffee after 3 p.m. That helps me sleep better at night. The sixth piece of advice is to exercise regularly. Exercise regularly every day, but avoid it right before bed. For example, I jog for 30 minutes in the morning. Not only does it improve my stamina, but it also helps me sleep better at night. The seventh piece of advice is to learn stress management skills. Manage stress with methods like meditation, deep breathing, or journaling. For example, I meditate for 5 minutes at the end of the day. It makes me feel more relaxed and helps me sleep better. Lastly, the eighth piece of advice is to not force yourself to lie down when you can't fall asleep. If you can't sleep, get out of bed and do something quiet. For example, when I can't sleep, I get up and listen to quiet music and read a book. That makes me feel sleepy again.